So here's an update on my hair hire HLP21N mini washer, probably around 15 years old right now, or maybe older. It's running, and it's running its cycle, and this cycle so far has been running close to 15 minutes. So I'm thinking it's gonna end pretty soon. But I'm pretty happy so far. Oh, there we go. What did I say? It's going to be ending soon. Now it's going to spit out its water. I'm glad it's giving me a little bit of a warning. Oh, it's changed its agitation. At first, it didn't want to start. I don't think I had the right water level, and it didn't sense that it had enough water, and so it didn't start. And then I don't exactly remember what I did. I opened the door. It changed its setting. I put the power off, put it back on. Oh, there we go. All right, so here comes the water. That's nice. It's not really forceful. It's not going to make a big mess. That's what I was afraid of, that I was going to have the, fire shoot across the kitchen here. But no, that's nice. Now, what I had mentioned earlier in a previous video that I don't know if I'm going to post or not, but if you use biodegradable and earth-friendly ingredients in your soaps, you can use this water in your garden. And that's what I would do. So I'm thinking I would probably do my laundry outside on the porch and then use this in the dry area of my yard. Once again, with the appropriate soaps. Now I'm draining this into the sink. Now there's the fill hose, inlet hose that came with the machine. I'm probably gonna clean that hose up and change some things on it. Connects right there. I showed that to you earlier. It's starting to spin. Probably got a sensor so it weighs a little bit. I hope it doesn't stop spinning. Oh, it's burping. More water comes out. Okay, just needed a little burp. There you go. A little tap on the back. It's gonna spin again. It's pretty quiet. It's pretty steady. This is an older house I'm in. I don't feel a ton of vibration. The wash cycle took about 15 minutes. The lights are nice. They're all working. I can feel the pressure in the tube as the water goes in and out. Or I should say goes out and then relaxes. And more water comes out. Then it probably senses there's still water in the clothes. Starts spinning. It's pulling water out. Let's see here. So this is going into the basement, and I am going to get some shut-off valves and get a nicer setup for this little machine. So I think it finished its water removal and spin cycle, so I'm going to have to fill it up with water in order for it to continue and then do its final rinse, which that was kind of a little pain in the butt right there because, well, now I got to put in another 30-some liters of water. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back, and I just added more water. This is the final rinse. We're going to close the door. I had hit pause. Let's hit play. So the final rinse spin so far, before it ejected the second batch of water, was probably about 7 to 8 minutes or so. And most of the water has been ejected, and it should start spinning pretty soon. The lights are blinking correctly. Yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. Pretty happy so far. So the final rinse here, the spin, all the water has been ejected, or the majority of the water has been ejected. I don't hear any strange sounds, any squeals, any squeaks. It keeps on ejecting just a little bit of water at a time, and then it stops spinning, and then it restarts. This here should be the final spin right here. Not a lot of vibration. It's not excessive, not abnormal. So I'm gonna end this video now. Well, no, I'll go all the way to the end. So considering that this machine is probably 15 years or older, I would say that the electronics are pretty sound, because this spin cycle with the water ejected has stopped and started because it's reweighing itself, and then it ejects a little bit more water, kind of like burps out a little bit more water, and then now this is probably the third time it's been spinning at high speed. Really nicely though. I mean, like, check that out. That's pretty nice. Not a lot of vibration. All the lights are working. The sensors are definitely working. That's it, folks. Wash cycle is over. And how long did it take? It took about 40 minutes total, and that was with me manually filling this up. Couple of things. I think that for myself, I would probably, if I can, if I can do this, is soak my clothes overnight, then in the morning, run down to the basement, click this on, 40 minutes later, it's done. I set it out on the clothesline in the summer, spring, summer, fall, and my clothes should dry in a couple hours, few hours, especially in nice breezy spring or summer. And so I think that's the only way a machine like this is efficient for me, because unless you have a dryer, which is one of the key elements to have, then you're still going to have to take wet clothes to the laundromat. Okay. Now let's check one last thing out. Okay. It's not very soggy. It's not dehydrated like, a more powerful washing machine, but this is not bad. This is not bad at all. It did suck most of the water out. It's really good. It's not dripping. And so that, to me, is very important. So once again, folks, I think that if you find one of these machines and you're pretty sure that it works, and you need something for small loads, whether you live in the city or you have a house and, you just want to, change a couple of changes of clothes, or 1.5 changes of clothes, or one set of full-size sheets, microfiber, hey, this might be a good solution for you. So check it out. I'm pretty pleased. So keep on watching my videos. I'm glad that that this machine worked out for me, and I'm glad that I made this video, and I'll keep making more videos, okay?